Let's read this first story. The most important story from Fox Business. Elon Musk sends poop emoji to Twitter CEO in response to thread on spam and fake accounts.
Yes.
Twitter has estimated that spam and fake accounts make up less than 5% of the social media platform's users. Okay, I had to lead with the poop emoji one, but the real story is that Elon Musk may actually, a deal at a lower price is not out of the question. There's a lot to break down in this story, but basically, Elon Musk tweeted out a story from May 2nd where Twitter filed a report saying their users was around 5% of their users were spam or bots. Elon Musk said the deal was on hold until he could verify that. Today, the CEO said, you can't verify it because we have internal data on who people actually are, and it's private that we can't share. That's an interesting point. Elon mentioned that he would take a random sampling of 100 users, and then he got accused of, like, that's a ridiculous sample size. You can't use that. So then he revealed, actually, this is Twitter. That's the number they use. Then Twitter apparently called him, or so he says, and accused him of violating his NDA. Things are getting crazy. I'm not entirely convinced the deal will go through. My personal opinion is that Elon Musk is intending to expose algorithmic manipulation and potential fraud as it pertains to bots. Two things we ended up learning since this deal was going through. One, Twitter misrepresented its user accounts by, I think, a couple million on more than one occasion. Even The Verge questioned, how could that have happened? And then we saw the strange shift where people associated with the right, libertarians, started gaining tons of followers, particularly people who are associated with more, like Marjorie Taylor Greene or Matt Gaetz gained a ton. But then we saw Barack Obama lose a bit. We saw Katy Perry lose a bit. If you were associated with the mainstream or the left, you were losing followers. Now, to me, my theory is algorithmic manipulation, but I'm curious what your guys' thoughts are. I don't know, Matt, if you want to jump in.
I think when it comes to that, I think people were just reacting to the news of Elon Musk. I think people heard what Elon Musk was planning to do in terms of bringing back ban users, specifically one, Donald Trump. And I think you had a number of people who lean left or maybe apolitical, but just don't like Donald Trump, or people of that, of that political affiliation. And they deactivated their account. I'm not even saying they left for good. They just deactivated as a protest. And, conservatives definitely came back because they heard Elon Musk. And you saw this a lot. Conservatives actually think, and I can't say all, but the ones that you see on Twitter randomly, like you saw all these big conservative like influencers come on and go like, oh, I'm back because of Elon Musk. And it's like, why are you lying to your followers? That's not true. You're not back because of Elon Musk, because Elon Musk didn't do anything. He doesn't own Twitter yet. Like
who came back?
You had Tucker Carlson act like he came back because
he was suspended, I think.
Yeah, he was suspended, and he acted like he could have unsuspended himself at any time. He had to delete a single tweet. He chose on the day that Elon Musk announced he was going to purchase, all that news came out about Elon Musk purchasing Twitter. He decided on that day to tweet that I'm back. There were a few others who said that too. I can look them up in a second if you want.
For sure. No, I'm familiar with that.
Yeah. And it's like, why are you, because they know, like Tucker Carlson knows, because he did what, Charlie Kirk's another one.
He said he was back.
He said he was back on Twitter. He had to delete a tweet.
Oh, right.
Because they all had tweeted something that goes against Twitter's policy.
But hold on. So did they delete the tweets or were they reinstated?
No, they deleted the tweets.
You know that for sure?
I know that for sure.
Do you know who the red-headed libertarian is?
I'm not familiar with the red-headed libertarian.
She's my go-to example of this one. She was suspended in January of 2021 for no reason. Right. Like, she didn't break any rules. Mm-hmm. They didn't tell her why she was suspended, but she got reinstated the following day. So there were a whole bunch of people that, that we saw who were saying things like, I was suspended until now. We had people chatting us like, I haven't been on Twitter because I've been banned. Let me check. Whoa, my account's back.
Well, do they know that it was back before that? For all they know, that suspension could have lifted in the weeks, months before. So it's possible.
It's anecdotal, right?
But we do know that those big influencers who could have deleted, they weren't suspended and had nothing they could do to get back on. They specifically were told, delete this offending, the policy that offends our, the tweet that offends our policy. Delete that, and you can come back on. That's the rule for certain content that goes against their policy. It's not a full-blown suspension. And they could have done it any time, chose not to. And the day Elon Musk, and the news broke, they basically came back and decided.
But I don't think you can say that Tucker deleted the tweet.
The tweet's not there anymore.
Maybe they deleted it.
No, they don't do that. They don't do that for that occasion.
I would agree too. It does sound like they deleted the tweet.
They definitely
and then
deleted
came back. I mean, maybe like it's like you're saying, people joined the platform because Elon was moving in. So they were like, okay, I'll come back now.
Well,
and then they chose to.
Yeah, they chose to maybe now decide to delete the tweet. Sure, that could have been one occasion.
Here's the challenge I have with this idea. I mean, I think we've talked about it quite a bit. I think fraud. And the reason is, on the surface, that makes the most sense. Twitter said people deactivating their accounts was organic. And I don't know if they commented on people signing up or joining. But when you I pulled up my Twitter numbers here. We can see that on April 25th, I gained 19,000. On April 27th, I gained 39,000. On the 28th, 47,000. It's crazy. But on Monday, the day that the news actually broke, I only gained 1,000. And it was 8 a.m.
Right.
Why did no one sign up on the day of? And why did they wait 24 hours after the fact?
I've got no idea. I mean, there's something certainly interesting going on at Twitter right now, and I don't think anyone could really explain it.